Welcome back to My Big Fat Mess. I'm Anthony Ferraro, and today we're cooking with Zia. And what are we cooking today, Zia?
Savoyardi biscuit.
These are Savoyardi biscuits. Now, these come in all shapes and sizes. These ones are out of a packet. I just wanted to show you these as a guide. When you make them from scratch, you can alter the shape, you can alter the way they look, but ultimately it is a much better product and it's so super easy to make. What have we got here, Zia?
The eggs, we
Eggs?
start with the eggs.
How many eggs?
3.
So 3 eggs. How much oil?
Half a glass of oil,
Half a cup of oil,
1 cup sugar,
1 cup of sugar,
and 3 cup flavor.
3 cups of flour. What's this?
Icing sugar, I show you later on.
And this
It's
vanilla
sugar,
Yep.
and a pinch of salt.
All right, we're just gonna rip in and start. This is really, really easy, and this is old school. Like, look at the recipe card. This is from way back. You know, this has been pulled out a couple of times. It's fantastic. I love this stuff. How long have you been making Savoyardis, Zia?
Half an hour, 3/4 an hour.
No, years. How many years?
Many years.
Yeah.
35,
35 years.
35, 40 years. This is half a dose.
Half
anyway.
a dose.
Yeah.
So a full dose, basically, just double everything.
Exactly.
6 eggs, a full cup,
And
2 cups, 6 cups.
pinch of salt.
Ooh, I've never actually made these before. But in saying that, I've witnessed this so many times.
But you eat.
I love eating them. These are my favorite biscuits. Growing up as kids, my absolute favorite biscuit. Funnily enough, it's actually my children's favorite biscuit to have. But I love this biscuit because it's so versatile. You can literally have it with coffee, with tea. You can use it to make tiramisu. Where else would you use a savoiardo? You can then slightly alter it and make it like an amaretto style savoiardo.
Yeah.
There are so many different things you can do, but today, plain, quick, simple, and easy. Let's whip it up.
1 cup sugar. We have to make until fluff the egg.
So you're gonna fluff the egg.
Yes,
So you're just getting as much air in there as possible.
exactly.
So you've increased the speed there gently. So like 3 stages.
Yeah.
Beauty.
Start with the 1, you go on the 6
Yep.
until the sugar
Dissolves.
dissolves. Put the oil.
Oh wow, look at that. Oh, that's a cool trick. Look at that.
A little bit
So this just
Vanilla
adds
sugar.
like a little hint of vanilla, or
vanilla sugar. Some people like to put some liquor like anisette or but especially the kids they eat better to not put this. This vanillina, Italian version.
aroma per
you know.
dolce. So this is it's a vanilla enhancer. It's a vanilla enhancer
The
flavor.
pure vanilla, they give the flavor like
wow, that's nice.
That's aroma. They're not much, but very, very.
Okay, now if we can't get our hands on this,
Yeah.
vanilla sugar is fine,
Yes.
and we can use vanilla pod. We can scrape that out and put inside.
If you like, yes. But
Brilliant.
repeat, depend the kids. Sometimes they don't like the other one, the
Yeah.
liquid one. They come a little bit dark if you
Yes.
put the other pure vanilla. You
Oh,
know.
because you can see the black specks.
Yeah, the black
Okay.
space. So we go with the 3 cups. But sometimes the flavor, the trick us depend on the egg how big they are. Because sometimes the egg is smaller
Yes.
and size a bigger size.
So I guess you've got to kind of go
Yeah.
by feeling, by
But
eye.
we measure for 3. Already the consistency, already I know when they're ready, okay? I'll show you. That's
So even though it says do 3 cups, you'll have to look at the consistency of the actual batter itself,
exactly,
so that way you know.
yes.
That's actually really cool. That's a cool little trick.
Because they say 700 gram, 800, but sometimes the egg is smaller.
A little bit smaller, or
and you
sometimes a
have
little
to
bit bigger.
put- Yeah, and already I know the consistency. That's the 2 cups. You go slowly. If not, the flavor fluff around the kitchen.
What kind of consistency are we looking for? Because this is now almost like a cake batter.
No, that's for cake.
Yeah.
You need more because I have to do by hand 1 by 1. And
Oh,
I
to get
have
the shape.
Yeah.
So
Put
do you want me to just add a little bit?
No, a little bit of time. Yeah. I'll leave this Right there.
Yes.
I do with the hand because I give more the consistency by hand.
So this
But
gives you a
still,
better
that's the
feeling.
third cup to
Yes,
remember.
we're on the third cup, absolutely.
Yeah.
So we may not need all of the third
Yes.
cup because the eggs might have been just that little bit smaller.
Exactly. But we'll see.
It's quite sticky.
Yeah.
So I mean, that looks like we could possibly put a bit more in, don't you? I think.
Nearly they need the 3 cups. That's
Yeah.
the 3 cups. But sometimes the trick, they want a little bit more. When I started to do,
You can
if
kind of
need,
splash a bit more
they
in.
splash a little bit. Last step, ice and sugar. I have to roll on the ice and sugar.
Okay.
The ice and sugar show me if enough flavor.
So you're going to take all of that and put it on here.
No, one at a time.
How hot is your oven need to be, Zia?
170.
Okay.
190 to 200, but depending if gas or electric. Electric you can go 200,
Yep.
but the gas you have to go 160, 170.
All right.
Because
So
of
we
the
have
gas.
been preheating the oven. That's a step
Yes.
that I forgot.
Now the consistency they tell me. See, when I make, now I have to stick in my hand, right? I go like this. I try with the one. Yeah, nearly ready.
So it needs a little bit more flour, you think?
Not much, no, because no, I think that's okay. The flavor correct, perfect.
Now on that spoon, did you have a little bit of oil?
Yes, because they no stick.
Oh, that's great.
Sometimes we put a little bit, but when they start to do, I do fast and no need the whole time to pour it
Yes.
because I use another spatula. God bless you. Always I do cakes or any dish. I do my cross to come good.
It kind of feels like a really soft Play-Doh,
Yeah.
but a little bit stickier.
For the first go, that's matter. Big, that's matter.
So really cool to pay attention. If you have a look at this one here, these are the shop ones, right? Now you can see that they've got that crystallized sugar over the top, whereas Zia's ones don't, because she uses icing sugar to do that. So if you wanted that kind of crystally sugar feeling over the top, you'd use like a finer sugar, like a caster sugar, and it would actually give you a different texture. But I think the reason why I like these ones so much is I'm not a big fan of all that gritty sugar on the store-bought ones. I love that these are just soft and silky. And you'll see it when they come out. When they come out of that oven, literally in 7 minutes, it's unreal. And I love these cool little shapes. They'll all be different sizes, different shapes.
You can make round, you can make like a biscuit, you can whatever. But if we call it Savoyard, we have to make the same shape, you know?
So if you wanted to make these all perfect, would you just roll a sheet out and then use a stamp and bang, 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 and then...
Nah, stamp in my hand, in my mind, I'll show you. Less you touch, better they are. See?
Brilliant.
I don't like this one.
You don't like that? I like that one. It was a good shape. So is this what I have to look forward to when I retire? I can just spend my days cooking and baking and...
That's up to you. See?
I'll just
Yeah.
pretend. At least I got... You know what? Watch this.
Ah!
I've been hard at work.
No, you cannot learn because I'm not living here all the rest of my life. When I go in holiday and not come back, you have to do yourself.
The big sleeve.
See?
So they actually are very delicate and very soft.
Very delicate, very soft.
I mean,
Now,
ideally...
I think enough.
I reckon that's enough on the first tray.
Yeah, the first tray because we don't make many. We go in the oven.
Now, can we put one tray at a time or do we do two at a
In
time?
my oven, no, because
One at a time.
that's good, but I like one at a time because I cook the same color.
Okay, so can I put these in?
Yes,
And that's that.
that's it.
So 7 minutes.
7.
Let me close that. I don't want to knock all the heat out.
Okay, go.
Done. So we're going to check on that very soon. And while we're waiting, let's keep making some more Savoiardi. All right, so we're putting down our baking paper, grease-proof paper, parchment paper, whatever you like to call it.
From my, which I make,
Yes.
soon I finish that dish, the biscuit ready.
Ah, so you've got the timing perfect.
No, too fine.
That's the beauty of handmade savoiardi, and she's gonna destroy all of
No
my
worry,
hard
no
work.
worry. Bone perfect.
So those ones in the oven have about 3 minutes to go.
Yeah.
When those come out, we'll check on those, and then we'll whack these ones in, and we'll see how we end up. All right, what do you think? Is it time?
Yes.
Yes, it's time. They look amazing. While you pull those out, oh, I'll go over the top. I'll pop these other ones in.
That's your biscuit. That's it.
And that is that. Look at that.
When
wow.
you open, look. Here, open.
Yeah, look at that. That is fluffy.
Look at this, dry.
Yeah.
And this keep even 2-3 weeks like this.
So how would you store these?
Well, store in the container with the lid. Sometimes you
airtight
can
container?
froze it. If you make a lot, you froze it.
Yes.
And when you take it out,
Tell them.
half an hour before, they're ready, exactly the same.
That's incredible. Look at that. It's actually got a nice little bit of give in that. Now that will firm up a little, but not terribly too much more than that. These are like hot like the sun, but, oh wow. It's like I'm 9 years old again.
That's why your kids like it very much.
So you let them cool down in the tray at room temperature.
Never
and life goes
change
on.
the sugar, always. Even if you froze it, when it come out, exactly the same, see? Exactly the same. Look at the bottom, look at the top. All the same, no one different, see?
Brilliant. So do yourselves a favor, make yourself a savoiardo biscuit from scratch. Really easy, doesn't take terribly too long, and it tastes amazing. Okay,
Yeah.
well, I reckon we're done. Here, you try some of this. How good's that? You guys have a great day. We're gonna enjoy these after dinner tonight with some espresso. And I won't lie to you, I'm gonna be putting a little bit of sambuca in my espresso
Yep.
and some savoiardo. You guys have a great night. Buon appetito.